Well, good morning and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from y'all over here in Ireland in Europe. And normally on a Friday we have the Diabolical Sudoku from the Telegraph, but unfortunately when I went over there was no Diabolical there. So I went up to SudokuDotcom. I took up one of their evil ones and I did a slight modification of it to make it a little bit more difficult. So I hope you're going to enjoy this, and I also hope I'm going to be able to get a solution to it as well. I didn't make it too difficult on myself. Anyway, here it is, and for those of you who've been looking at the channel, you know that the first thing we do is we try and get the uniques and the Snyder pairs. And where are we? On the ones, we've got a 1 here, a 1 here, and yeah, 1 goes across there, up here. So that'll give us a Snyder pair here. So we have a Snyder pair here and here, and the tradition is that you do it as a bold black pencil mark for the Snyder pairs. 2s, something similar, 2 there, coming down here, and we'll have a 2 here and here. Just looking around now for any uniques. Give me a second. Ah yes, the 4s. Up here, down here, and across, which means we have a unique 4 in here, and we put it in. Okay, I'll go off and do more of these, and I'll come back to you in just a tick. Well, it is a bit disappointed there in what I got. Not very, very good. Now, normally at this stage, we then go and have a look at either houses, rows, or columns that only have 2 or 3 cells that are still need to be filled out, and there's nothing like that here. The best we can get is here, where there are just 4 cells waiting to get something into them. So what I'll do now is I'll just put in all the possibles into these 4 cells. Well, no, that wasn't too bad. We have a triple in here. If you haven't done a triple, I'll put a link up there for a triple. There's a 7-3, 7-2-3, 7-2-3, which means we can get rid of 7-2-3 here, giving us a 4. Going down this way, we've got 4-4, and we get a 4 here. Lovely. 4 and 4 here. Oh, look at that. 4 across, and a 4 down, so we get a 4 here. And we have 4, 4, 4 across, so we get a 4 across the top, so we get a 4 here. Hey, this is great. We've got all the 4s in now at this stage. Have we? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, give me a second and let me go and check over the Snyders again. See if I can put in anything else there. Right, now this is all I got on the second time. So we filled in a fair amount now, and wait a minute. But I've got a unique 9 in here. Can't be there, can't be there, can't be across here. This one here must be a 9. And that 9 will get rid of that one, making this the 9. That will get rid of that one, making this one the 9. So we've got have we got all the 9s in there now? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the 9s are in. Okay, that was good. Now, what we can do from here? Well, there's just 3 remaining here. So you know what? Give me a second and I'll put in the 3 possibles there. That's fairly good. We have a double here of a 7-3. That'll get rid of that one, giving us a 2. Get rid of that one, giving us a 2 here. So we've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 across here and 2 coming up. We're going to have a double there on 2s. 2 there is still the same. The 9 across here, but they're all done. And that's all. You know what? I think that's it. What I'll do now is I'll put in the possibles and let's go from there. Okay? And look at that at the top. That's the only 2 up there, getting rid of that one. And if we get rid of that one, that means this must be the 2 now for this column. What else do we get rid of? Now we have 2 3s there, we have 2 1s and 2 7s. Have I forgotten anything now that I did earlier on? I think I filled in everything. 2 5s across there, there's no 5s over there. What's that 3? That 3 is linked up with that one. 3 7s, they're all done. The 1s, we've got 2 1s across that way now, and we have Oh, this way we've got 2 1s, and this way we have 2 1s. That's an X-Wing, right? So we can get rid of any other 1s along the row because the base is the column. If you haven't done an X-Wing, I'll put a link up there for X-Wings. And in this one, I'm using the columns as bases. That's where our 2 1s are. And we can get rid of 1s then on the rows. Oh, wait a minute. 1 5 1 5. We can get rid of the 5s and the 1s in there. Now, having got rid of that 5, there's only 1 5 over here. That is the 5 for here. It gets rid of that one. And what about up here? There's a single 5 up here. And that gets rid of that one. No the 5s. No the 5s. 1 3 1 3 7. Oh, there's 3 3s there. There's 2 1s. Do you know what? I think we'll have chains here. We've got so many of these binaries sitting around the place. I think that will work out later on. Sorry, I know I'm just talking to myself. I'm madly trying to find some way out of this mess that I've got myself in. There's 2 1s there. Oh, there isn't 3 1s. There might be some sort of finned X-Wing or something available. Well, we've got 2 1s across there. And we have 2 1s here. Oh, look at that. There to there is a 1. And this. Oh no, be this one here. That could come down to here with a fin here, and we get rid of this one. And would we get rid of that one as well? No, we probably wouldn't. Yeah, this is a finned X-Wing. I'll put a link up there to a finned X-Wing, and you can have a look at it. But basically, it is there, 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 and here. That would be the X-Wing, and if that was an X-Wing, we'd get rid of this one here, because the bases are on the rows or on the columns. But this is a fin, which makes a mess of it. So if that is not there, we have an X-Wing. If that is there, well, both of these will be off anyway. So we can always say that this one's going to be off, so we get rid of that one, giving us a pair of 1s that way. Let's see, nothing else. Oh, wait a minute, we've got 3 8s there. Yeah, we have. This is the pointing triple. So we've got 3 8s there. They're the only 8s in this column. So you can't have any further 8s. These are the only 8s that will be there, and they're in the 3 cells. Therefore, we can't have an 8 here. That 8 goes and leaves us with 2 8s down here, which was another way of doing it. We have 2 8s here, then we can't have one up there. And we've got 3 3s there. 2 7s. 2 7s. Yep. Okay, look, that's all I can do. I'm going to take a break now, and I have a feeling it's going to be either another X-Wing or a chain or something like that we'll have to do. No, I didn't find this easy, so I'll tell you what I did. I used Sven's Sudoku pad, and I basically took everything out of here that had binaries, and I put those up in the Sudoku pad. And I found it easier then to try and find possible chains. And one chain I found is a simple one, going on here between there, there, and there. 1 3 3 7 7 1. So if there's a 1 in this one here, which would be H1, we can get rid of it. And if we go over here, we can see 1 3 3 7 7 1, and there is a 1 there. And once we get rid of that 1, we now have another one. We have a 5 8 that we can start playing with now. And now we'll see if that brings in anything else for us. I think it does. If we start off at, suppose we start off here on 5 8. So we'd have an 8 5 5 7 7 1. We keep going along. 7 1 1 3 3 7. No. Oh, 1 3 3. We're starting off here with, what was it? 8. Yeah. 8 5 5 7. 711338. Very simple chain there, and that will mean that we can get rid of an 8 in here if there is an 8 in there. And is there? There is. There we go. Now we don't get another pair there, unfortunately, which would have been nice. Let me just go back here and see, do we have any other nice binary strings? By the way, these are, what would you call it, pairs chain. So I'll put a link up there to a pairs chain, or maybe it's going to be an alternating inference chain, might be a better one to put up there. And I'll put that up with strong weak links. If you haven't done those, very good tutorials up there to explain how they all work. And now where can we go from here? We've done that one up to there. That got rid of anything that was in there. And don't know what else, to be honest with you. I think I'll go back looking at the other one and see, does this open up anything to me? I don't know what I'm trying to get rid of. Well, if I got rid of that 5, it give me another binary. If I got rid of that 5, it will give another binary as well. There's a lot of ones just 3s in them. If we can get rid of those, we'd have more binaries up there. So a 3 and a 5 seem to be two good candidates to be looking at. Okay, now what I found is there's 2 3s here. And what put me thinking about this was, if this was a 3636, and now this is very much wishful thinking, but you have to take chances sometimes, and that's what I was looking at. If that was a 3636, it would get rid of the 3 there, and I'd have an 8. Now, I have the 8, I get rid of these 2 8s, making that a 3636. I know it's not very scientific, but that 8 gets rid of that one as well, giving us a 1 3. Very unscientific, but that's what started me off. And I saw a very nice, like, there was a 1 3 here. Now there's a load of 3s here, but then there's also a 3 to 3 here, and that would get rid of this one. But the idea of this is that it is an alternating inference chain, so you have to have strong weak links. You must understand strong weak links. So there's a link up there to that anyway. So if you start off here as 3, if that's a 3, then that's, if that's not a 3, then that is a 3. If that is a 3, then all of these are off. If that is off, then that is on. So we started here with off, and we ended here with on. Off, on, off, on. So it works both ways, which means we can get rid of this 3 here, making that an 8. And let's just get rid of the other 8s. And those 2 there. And as I expected, we ended up with a 3636. No, there was no guarantee that was going to happen. Just it did. It worked out well. But the 3636 there means we also get rid of that 3, and that gives us another 8. And that 8 gets rid of that one down there, leaving us with a 16363713. I thought we might have got a bit more out of that. And that 8 gets rid of that one there. And we have another binary here again, a 1 3. Okay, there's nothing down there, 1 6. I don't think I had that in before. Let me update my Sven pad and see if I can find out any more. I have a feeling there's going to be lots and lots of chains in this. It's not going to be a simple one. I think this is the one where you just take your time. Don't get worried about it. We know that there's a solution. So just take our time, and we will find the chains there somewhere. 2 7s and 2 5s. Look at all that interreacting there. You could go all around there. Yeah, there is something else going on here. Definitely. Maybe something up here. Okay, I'll be back to you again. Right, I've got another one, and it is not a simple one. It goes around the houses, and it's targeting this 5 here. And we go 5 1 1 3 up to the top now. 3 7. No, can we do 3 3? Yeah. Then we can go back here. 3 1 1 7. 7, 5. Have I got that right? Off, on, off, on. Off, on. Off, on, off, on. Off, on. And it goes the other way around. Off, on, off, on, off, on. Off, on, off. That was on. And that can go off, on, off, on. I'm not sure if that was right. Was that right on the way back? Did I get that right? Go off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, which brings this one there to be off, on, off, on. Is that the way I went the other way? I went off, on, yeah. Okay, so this is a weak link here and it works both ways. Okay, that works. Hope I haven't confused you there, which means we can get rid of this one here, giving us a 2, 3, 2, 3. And that's what started me looking at this one as well, because the possibility of getting a 2, 3, just as we did a 3, 6 here. And there's no scientific reason for doing that at all. And that gets rid of that, that, and that, giving us another 3 binary cells, which I thought would be good. And that's really all I've got. Oh, wait a minute. We've got 2 5s in there now. And we've got 3 5s this way. Oh, look at that. We've got 2 5s left in here, which means we can't have a 5 there, giving us a 1. And that will give us a 5 down here. That 1 gets rid of that 1, making this the 1. This looks like a good one now, actually. And 5 got rid of nothing. Oh dear. We've got a 3, 7, 3, 7. Makes sense. 2 8s there. These are all going to interact now and then very, very soon. 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 5, 8, 3, 8. Have I left out anything? There's 3 3s there, 2 8s. Okay, back to the drawing board again. If I don't come up with something soon, I'm just going to finish this this episode. I'll leave it to yourselves and see if you can come up with something, because I might have been going off. I might have missed something earlier on that would have made this an awful lot easier. Okay. Hello again. I'm beginning to enjoy this little puzzle now, believe it or not. Lots of little chains, and I'm going back now to Glenn's method. I'll put a link there somewhere for Glenn's method of identifying cells of interest. So the ones with red are the ones now that would be of interest to Glenn. So I decided I'd concentrate on those. Now, what I started off with doing, needless to say, the very first one here, and I thought there was a nice one. Maybe somebody else can find a way. If we started with the one here, and finished with the one here, we could get rid of that and that, but unfortunately I couldn't find a way into there. So then I went on to the next one. This 3 7 is don't go anywhere, and you don't go anywhere here. So this is the first one now that seems to have any little bit of traction, and I found a nice little one based on the 5s. If you go 5, 6, oh, by the way, it's very important to put in these sniders, whether it be within a house or within a row or a column. You have to be careful now that you remember which ones they are. So there's 2 6s here. So it's 5, 6. So off, on, off, on. And there's an 8 linked to here. So that was on, off, on. No, come back again. That's off. It's on over here. That's off. And that's on. So we start there and we end here. Come back the other way. Off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, which means we can get rid of this 5 here. And I'll just get rid of that now, which gives us another binary, and I'll color that blue. And it's also part of the ones that are of interest, because if you go back to Glenn's method, you'll see why. So what I'm going to do now is, with this extra one in, I'll go back here again and see if I can find anything. But also with this one in here, maybe there's something that opens up as well. Back to you in a minute. Okie doke, I'm back again. Unfortunately, I left my computer unattended for too long. Windows decided to do an update and cleared off all my unsaved stuff. So from the screenshots that I've taken, I think this is where we were. I hope it is anyway. And I was looking for different chains, basically targeting this house here, because I thought if I could get rid of some of the things around here, we might be able to get a bit of a break. And I went through all the other ones, here, and I ended up around here as being very nice little chains between these. But anyway, to start off, I'm going to target this cell here, the 8 in this cell, and the way I'm going it is this way: off, on, off, on, off, on, and then up, off, on, off, on. And there are strong links all the way through. And that means we can get rid of the 8 here. And let me get rid of that 8. That's it that way. Okay. Then the other one I want to look at is this one here. And so to target this one, we're going to have to start here and end here. And that's a good thing to do, is just decide what one you want to do, and then see, do you have a start and end point, and then see if you can fill in the bits and pieces. And by having all of these sniders put in, it really does help. So we're going on 8s, off, on, off, on, off, on. So that'll be the 3 is on. So this is a weak link. That's on, that's off, therefore this is on. And that works both ways if you want to try it yourself. That means we can get rid of the 8 here. And we get rid of that there and here. Now by doing that, it means we have a single 8 here, which will get rid of the 8 here and give us an 8 here. Get rid of that 8, giving us a 5. And I think this will then just break down everything. This, like a dominoes, everything is going to fall apart. So continue from here. I'm going to go back to the other software because I find it easier. And if we just go back here, get rid of the 8 here, the 8 here. And this becomes the 8. And I'll try not to make any mistakes now. And that one going gives us, this is an 8. We have a 6 up there. That's it. And we have a 5 here. Getting rid of that. And I think that is wrong there. Do you know that? I don't think we had 1s there, did we? Oh, we did. 156 and 168. Handy having the software there to check back, isn't it? I didn't remember that at all. Okay. So we have the 5. 5 does nothing there. Those gets me a 7 here. The 6. We'll get rid of that one. Nothing. Oh, it gets rid of a 6 down there. And that 5. Nothing. The 7 might do a little bit more for us. Gets rid of that. Gets rid of that one. And that one up there. And the 1. This will start getting rid of some things for us. 1. Doesn't. But it does give us a 3. And that will help. And there's a 3 up there at the top. Yeah, this looks good, doesn't it? And an 8 gets rid of that one. There's now 2 8s there. We have 2 6s, 3 3s, and that's the only 7. Okay. Gets rid of that, giving us the 3, gets rid of that, giving us the 7, gets rid of that, giving us the 3, gets rid of that one, and that one. So we have a pair there of 1/7s, the 7 here, nothing else to get rid of. Oh, I forgot all about that 2. 1, now that 2 also gets rid of that one down there. 7. And also gets rid of that one. That 1 gets rid of that one. And that one there. And the 3. Excuse me, got a bit of a cough here. Give me the 7. And the 3 gets rid of that one. It's looking good. Just keep clicking the mouse, that's all I have to do. 3/8 is a 6 there. 1, just as well that 1 was there. And 3, 6, 3, 6, 3 gets rid of, and a 2. And we have a 3/8, we got the 8 there, and that'll give me the 3. And we have a 5 and a 6. The 3, 6, what did I leave out here? 6. So that's the 3. And this is the 6. Well, it was easy in the end. Do you know what? I like that. It took a long time. But do you know what? I think it's a good sort of a primer for people in chains, because there was a lot of possible chains that you could make up in there, and I found it good fun looking for them. I really did. So if you didn't go off looking for them, try and do it again. Do it yourself and go searching for chains yourself using Sven's Sudoku pad. I find is good for looking for chains, and it's also very good for setting up Snyder pairs and things like that at the beginning, because I find it's more graphical. All right. Anyway, look, thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't have a Diabolical for you. I hope there's going to be one on Friday, and I hope this one has made up for it. If you liked it, thumbs up. Do subscribe if you can. What else can I say? Oh, click the bell if you subscribe so you know when the next one's coming out. And thanks a lot for being with me. That's it. Slán tamil.